I'm not going to censor that, but you see that top right corner? Oh dear, he's not very happy. So what's up boys, it's Ash here and welcome back to a brand new video. Now in today's video guys, we do have some tactics for the 4-1-3-2 formation, originally adapted by Div10 Moment on Twitter. We will leave a link to that guy's original post down in the comments. It's from a few months ago now, we've been using it for a long time and it is still great. But yeah, we have our updated version of it and I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to play a couple of games and yeah, let's get into the video. If you guys want coins for FC24, make sure you check out MMOExp.com. Their link is down in the description. They're very fast, they're very cheap, they're very reliable, and if you use my code Rema, you can get yourself a lovely 5% discount. Alrighty then guys, so starting off with the tactics for the defensive style. As always guys, I have this on balance. Now a lot of you that watch my videos will know by now I like balance because it does give me the best control over my defense. So when I want to be aggressive and press, I can, and then if I want to drop back and be a little bit more defensive, I can also do that. So balance is great for me. For the width guys, I like to have a lower width, something like 35 to 45 I'd say is good. Basically you want a nice narrow and compact width in my opinion to stop the opponent being able to just run and pass right through the middle of you, but it's important to maintain a bit of the width. Like you don't want to go too low because you need to be able to cover the wider areas in case an opponent goes for an attack down the wing guys. Moving on to the depth guys, I have this on 60, but there are a few different options you can have for the depth. One of the most popular options is to have this on 71. This is because it does give you the automatic press and the game will basically defend for you. Now after the recent updates, I don't really think this is super necessary to use, so like you don't actually have to use it, so I don't. I prefer something like 60, so I still have a higher defensive line, but I have a bit more control over when I press my opponent, so it's great for me. If this is still too high for you guys, you can lower it and that is absolutely fine. Just pick a depth that works for you. Moving on to the build-up play guys, we actually have long ball on this. Now this was suggested by Div10 Moment, but this is really good because it bypasses a lot of the automatic press that people use because the pressure comes close to the ball carrier, if that makes sense. So everybody's swarming the guy with the ball. Using long ball, you can pretty much just launch the ball over the top of that and bypass all of that pressure. Really good with a formation like this as well because you have players scattered across the pitch, so you have lots of different options to use, which is great. For the chance creation guys, as always, I like this on direct passing because it is the most meta option. It's the only setting which will actually allow you to break through that park the bus defense. So when you use direct passing, what will happen is your attackers will commit these runs and then the defender will follow that run. Your attacker will then track back so you can cut back to them. So it's a little bit boring but very effective. It also means that your attackers will back up against the defenders, so you can very easily isolate them and take them on in a 1v1 play. So it's just very good all round for the meta of the game guys. For the width, I like to have this on about 30. This is a preference thing. Some of you might find this a little bit too narrow and that is fine. You can up it, but I like 30 because it feels like I have a lot of different options close by. You know, I can play through the middle, which is really nice. And because this formation has left mid and right mid, it automatically has a bit of width to it anyway. So 30 width for me is fine, but again, you might find this a little bit too low and you can up that if you like. Moving on to the players in the box, guys, I have this on 5, bang in the middle, so we can get a few players into the box, but we don't overcommit everybody. And then the corners and the free kicks, guys, I had these both on 1, but you can pretty much use whatever you want for this. Just, yeah, make up what you want. Now, moving on to the player instructions, guys. On the left striker, these are mainly from Div10 Moment, by the way. I don't really think I've changed many of the instructions over the past few months, but on this striker, we just completely leave them alone. We don't touch them. We kind of just let them to do a bit of everything. You know, sometimes they'll drift wide, other times they'll be in the middle, sometimes they'll get in behind, other times they'll come short, sometimes they'll come back on defense, other times they won't. Basically, just completely gives this player complete freedom, which is really effective, believe it or not, because people aren't expecting it, guys. But the other striker, though, we do have them on stay central and then the rest on default. Stay central is useful on 1, so it means you always have at least one striker in those central areas to always have an option in the middle, because if you have them all on balanced width, sometimes you might not actually have a player in the middle, which is not great. So one striker on stay central and then mixed attack again is also really useful, guys. Moving on to the right mid and the left mid, come back on defense, cut inside, come short and get into the box across. Come back on defense ensures that they always take up the correct defensive positions. Very important to have this on, especially if your players don't have the best defensive work rate, so it just makes sure that they fill in the correct spot. Cut inside is useful because it means they'll start their runs out wide and make their runs into the more narrow areas, so it'll be like an inverted run, a bit like that, which is really effective because the AI struggles to mark that, guys. Come short is also really useful, especially when you're playing against people using pressure, because it gives you lots of different passing options. Players come short, you can just knock it around the press, which is really effective, and then get into the box across as well on these two players, so they are not hesitant to get into the penalty area and help you out, guys. For the centre mid, guys, you just leave them on the default settings and then pop them on get into the box across and cover wing as well. Pretty standard settings. You don't want to restrict this player all that much because they do have to do quite a lot of things, so you kind of want to let them do their own thing. The only important thing is get into the box across so they're not hesitant to get into the penalty area, and then cover wing so they can cover the wider areas if needs be, but otherwise they will cover the central areas, guys. For the CDM, we have them on stay back, cover centre. Stay back, obviously we don't want this player going flying forward if he is defensive, and then cover centre so he does primarily cover those central areas when he is defending, guys. For the left back, balanced attack and mixed, basically just lets your fullback join you on the attack occasionally when it suits them. Mixed attack's useful because it means sometimes they'll make the overlapping runs if there's space to go down the wing, and other times they'll go into the narrow areas and make the inverted runs if they need to be there as well. So it's really effective, guys. The other fullback, the more attacking one, join the attack and mixed attack. Doesn't really matter which one you have on which, but this means this fullback will always join the attack and help you out. Just gives you extra options, and it's really effective, guys. For the two centre backs, we leave them alone, and the keeper, we also leave them alone. But yeah, that's it for the tactics. Let's get into a game. Sorry to interrupt the video, guys, but I have noticed around 90% of you that watch the videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if you are enjoying the content or finding it helpful, please consider adding that subscription, as it does help me out massively. Also, don't forget to drop a like on the video as well. And with all that aside, guys, I hope you enjoy. Let's continue. So, what are we facing? Schmeichel, back five. What the hell is this guy doing? Red Mbappe. This is like the most all over the place team I've seen, but I'm probably going to get destroyed because it is a back five. Really tempted to leave, but I'm not going to. And there we are, 1-0. And is he actually going to quit? Because I'll be really happy if he is, to be honest. Is he going to quit? Really? 1-0? No, of course not. Lovely pass. Touch inside, bang. Oh, come on, man. Reward me. We're going to try the whipped pass with Havertz here. Oh, what a ball. Close. Still need to be careful of Mbappe. That is offside. We read that really well, to be fair. Forced him into it. Ah, that's a goal. Yeah, I got pulled apart there. Oh, that is so jammy, but we take it. Whatever. Oh, the bar, come on, finish. No, what the hell, man? Why did I mess that up? That's a penalty. How is that not a penalty, man? Are you serious? He's just wiped me out. There we go. I think my Elgato stopped bugging now, which is good. But yeah, he did score the pen. I don't know if you could see it because my footage was corrupting there. There we go, 3-3. Okay. There we go. 4-3. Good stuff. Really ratty goal, but we take it, man. We take it. I'm not going to censor that, but you see that top right corner? Oh dear, he's not very happy. He's just paused to send me that. Hold the L, bro. Hold the L. Oh dear. Alright guys, that's it for the video. If you have enjoyed or found this fun, please be sure to drop this a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new, so you never miss out on any videos like this one, and don't forget to turn on notifications. And with all that aside guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to send this guy a message back, and I'll catch you later. Peace!